What's up, guys? It's Dan Black Ops doing my review on the Sony press conference. My thoughts on theirs. Overall, I think it was maybe the best of the three. All three kind of did a job, but I think Sony's was probably the best. We're just going to jump right into this right away. Start off with the fun stuff, which is the game-related things, and then we'll go off to the other okay stuff. The game that was a couple cool games that they showed off. Well, they showed off God of War, the campaign for that. Not a big, huge God of War fan, but they showed off gameplay. They showed off stuff. It looks like the same God of War as always. I was kind of hoping, because it's supposed to be a prequel, maybe they could make it, maybe you're less powerful, maybe Kratos, really isn't as, just a bit as capable as he was before, maybe more difficult or whatever, but overall it just looks like another God of War game, so semi-cool, but whatever. They had the total Smash Bros. Ripoff. I just feel like that. I wish they could just say, hey, Smash Bros. Is cool, this is our version. But they're like, this is a cool idea that we thought of to bring in all of our guys and to fight with them, and to smash them off the screen. This is a total clone of Smash Bros. With a couple new features, but really nothing much. It is obviously going to be a cool game for those kind of people. If you have a PlayStation and you want to smash it out with all your mascots, it's a cool idea, but it's really just a ripoff of Smash Bros., which makes me a little jaded because I, of course, am a Nintendo fan. But it looks cool, but whatever. And then the couple big games that Sony had, they announced Beyond, which is the creators of Heavy Rain, making a new story-based game with really good facial animation. They have actress Ellie Page playing the main character, voice acting, and also the facial animation, so it looks like her, which is weird because I think that the character in Last of Us looks like Ellie too, but whatever. So they're showing her off. She's going to be a really good actress in it, so it's going to be story-based. Basically, she has some connection with a spirit or ghost type world, and she's not entirely sure what it is, and she can't control it perfectly. It's just and the government finds out, wants to take her out. It sounds a little bit of a cliche type thing like that, as far as, oh no, you have a weird ability, the CIA will take you out, you know what I mean? But it still looks kind of cool. I think there's going to be a bigger emphasis on gameplay this time around, because Heavy Rain was a cool game, but just it failed on gameplay big time. It was just like you're walking around and you were interacting with the world, but and most of it was kind of like somebody's attacking you, you press X, and then you press triangle, instead of it being a game, it kind of just felt like an interactive movie. I think this one's definitely going to be more action-based, which is cool. They showed off for a while. I thought it got long. It kind of bored me because they talked about it for too long. But it looks very interesting. I think it's a cool exclusive for Sony. My personal favorite Sony thing, I love the Uncharted franchise. I think Naughty Dog does a fantastic job. And I think The Last of Us looks very good. They still have yet to show us anything zombie or creature or whatever related. They showed us that first trailer last year. And there's like a zombies and stuff after them. So now it's kind of, they're saying, like, we're going to show you that later, closer to the launch of the game. And they want to keep on pushing you towards that, the human side of it, where there's humans surviving and you're trying to get through them, and they want to kill you, or maybe they want to team up with you, or people want each other's supplies. Bullets are low, supplies are low. If you actually get injured, you have to get out your med kit and fix yourself, which is really cool. And they showed off a little bit of gameplay where you're going through this room. Looks like maybe like an old hotel type thing, and there are a lot of guys in there trying to kill you, and it is brutal. And it's funny because there are games way more violent than this. There's Gears of War where you're sawing people in half. There's God of War where you're ripping something's eyes out and grabbing its intestines and ripping it out, but it's also quick and obviously in a fantastical type world instead of a real world. Last of Us feels very real. There are people who you knock them out and you can see them instantly go from I'm going to kill you to please don't kill me, and you shoot him in the face as he's begging for his life. It's very brutal. It's not actually as violent as those other type games, but because it feels so real, instantly people are like, wow, this is really brutal. And it's a little bit different from Uncharted because that's always been rated T, and splatter blood, or spray paint blood as I call it when you shoot somebody. There's a little bit of blood that pops in the air and then disappears, instead of this slamming someone's head against the ground and blood squirting everywhere across the table. But it looks really cool. The interactions with the girl helping you and throwing a brick at somebody's face and stabbing somebody in the back. It looks very good. Graphically, gameplay, it looks pretty fun. I don't know if all those events are scripted or if they can happen differently each time. We'll see in time. But Last of Us is a game that's definitely on my radar. I'm not even a owner of a PS3, but that's the type of game. The Uncharted series and Last of Us are those type of games. Naughty Dog just really makes me want. It's the only reason why I would want a PS3, just for Naughty Dog. Then they showed some magic game for a very long time where they're just showing you spell books and stuff like that. Looked stupid. I'm not interested at all in that. But I guess for people that want Move and they're trying to show you what the Move is capable of, that's kind of cool. Overall, not interested. They showed some stuff with Vita, and they had, they told you that a different Assassin's Creed is coming, which is the assassin's actually a pirate, a girl pirate, which is pretty cool. And they showed you a different Call of Duty is coming, so it's cool that they're going to be different experience than what you would have on your PS3. A big complaint for a lot of people, actually, for the Vita is that I'm playing a game that I can play on my PS3. Why would I want to play it on this tiny little Vita? For handheld consoles, you kind of want a smaller experience, something like a RPG, which is a little bit, not like a Final Fantasy 13 or something, but a smaller base game, or you want puzzle games, or maybe some racers. But when you have those full-flown adventure games like Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed, wouldn't I rather be playing them on the TV? So the good thing is that it's not just ports, it's actually brand new games. But at the same time, I would rather, for portable games, I think most of us actually like playing a little bit more simplistic type game, still a very, not like a mobile game, still very drawn out, good experience, but something that's not something that I would rather be playing on a home console on my big screen TV. They also have Streaming Controller, which is their answer to the Wii U, where you can use your PS3, you can use your Vita controller to control your PS3, and then you have touchscreen here. So that actually, to me, is better than Smart Glass because it is actually a capable way to... It's like the Vita. I mean, it's like the Wii U in that you can have a touchscreen here, you have two screens, and you have all the button controls. So really, that's definitely a better opportunity to take a chunk out of the Wii U's win sales and actually have a capable gaming experience because you can touch, you have two screens, and you have buttons to actually control something. So that's kind of a little scary for Nintendo in a way, but I don't know. Sony often has ideas like that, and they never actually push them. The other thing they did is cross-game. They keep on showing this off. You've probably seen the commercial on TV dozens and dozens of times of playing MLB at home and then playing MLB walking down the street almost getting hit by a car. And it's the same game. I don't think that is a good idea. Like I kind of said earlier, I'd rather have different gaming experiences. I don't really care that I can pick up and go play my game on the road. And if I do that, I won't want to play $60 for the PS3 version and then $40 for the Vita version. If they're going to have this cross-gaming where it's the same exact game on both, then they better give me for a huge chunk cheaper. If I'm going to go play $60 for the PS3 version, you better give it to me on my Vita for $10 or cheaper. Otherwise, it seems like a ripoff to me that I have to pay for both games just so that I can walk around and play it on the go. I'd rather just buy it for the PS3 or just buy it for the Vita. I don't care about cross-platform play. Overall, I give Sony a C+. Interesting information. They decide to talk a lot sometimes. I think Jack is one of the more interesting guys, better than Reggie and better than Microsoft's dude, I forget his name all of a sudden, as far as just being a human being up there and interesting to listen to. But they do talk a lot with Sony. It seems very chatty. I thought that Beyond, it kind of drug on for a while. But they have interesting games. They have good exclusives, even though the All-Stars, PlayStation All-Stars Smash Bros. Ripoff is a ripoff, or whatever. I give it a C+ overall. Check the description below for the Xbox and Nintendo one, and possibly third-party one if I do that one as well. I will talk to you guys later.